My name's Alice and welcome back to my channel. We're here with part 4 of LEGO Harry Potter years 1 to 4 on the Wii, and this video is a little bit different because this is a voiceover. The original audio that I recorded along with 39 minutes of footage is just gone, and the easiest option instead of doing it all again was to do a voiceover. Hopefully this will be the only time I have to do this, but I hope you enjoy regardless. And the first thing we have to do is get past this to get to Quidditch. We have to get 3 ingredients for a potion of strength, and they're hidden somewhere in this courtyard. First ingredient is a skeleton hand, and then 2 other things I can't actually explain because I don't know what they are. I've got a couple of new games that I'm hoping to play in the future. They're mostly for the Wii. I've got a few more Sims 2 expansion packs that I have installed. And I've got one for the PlayStation 3 that I'm not planning to play for a video yet. The only problem with recording a video with my PlayStation 3 is the fact that it keeps turning off. I don't know if that's due to the fact it gets overheated or it just doesn't like me, but I will try to record a video with it in the future. But let me know what games you want me to play or look at. I've also downloaded one from Steam that I definitely want to look at. I haven't looked at it yet. It's an escape room sort of game. It was free on Steam. Alright, we're able to fix this now. Hermione's in the way. Ron is hungry. And the potion looks like it's about to explode. Well, the cauldron looks like it's about to explode, not the actual potion. And Harry just casually takes a glass out of his pocket. Were they bats? They look like weird sort of bats coming out of there. The books give so much more detail than the actual movies because the movies cut out the best bits. For example, Sassy Harry. In the books, Harry, he talks back to teachers. He's just sassy. But in the movies, he just seems, well, like a coward, really. You know, it kind of makes Neville seem better than him. You know, one example of Sassy Harry is, I can't remember what book it was. I think it's 5 or 6. Now, like I said, I'm going to have to read them again. But it was when Harry said, "There's no need to call me Sir, Professor." Like, that's the Harry I think everyone loves. But the movie Harry, I just hate movie Harry. Because in Deathly Hallows Part 1, he says to Ron, in the movie, he doesn't want anyone else to die for him. Like, who actually died for him except his parents? Who obviously died protecting Harry as a baby, because he can't defend himself. You know, obviously baby Harry cannot defend himself. But Sirius died fighting. Remus died with his wife. Although, in a way, I'm glad that's not shown in the movies, because I would definitely never recover from that. Now, how did that student get up there? It's like they just climb up there and they're like, okay, I need someone to save me. Oh, there's Fred, George, Oliver Wood, Katie, Angelina. Don't know who the other one is. Okay, here's a question. If you were on the Quidditch team, doesn't matter what house, if you were on the Quidditch team, what position would you play? Personally, I'm not actually sure because I'm really clumsy. I'm terrible at catching and throwing. I would end up hitting someone with the bat or getting hit by a bludger. So I'd probably just be in the stands. Or I'd do Lee Jordan's job. I'd do the commentary. Oh, another thing that wasn't shown in the movies was how Lee Jordan was, you know, saying all this stuff in the commentary, and McGonagall was yelling at him. That's not shown in the movie. I think that would have been funny to show in the movie. But there is one part that I am really looking forward to in this game. I don't know if this is going to come to a surprise to anyone, but it is Prisoner of Azkaban when Remus turns into a werewolf. I cannot wait for that bit. Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire when Rita Skeeter comes in. Has anyone seen, I'm sure everyone has by now, but have you seen what Voldemort was supposed to look like? I'll put a picture up now, in case anyone hasn't, but you probably have. And another thing relating to Quidditch. Harry is such a show-off. Like, in a minute you'll see it. I mean, it's just part of the game. But I think in the book, he's there doing, like, flips and everything. Whereas in the movie, he just sort of flies on. But I think in order of favourite movies first, I think Prisoner of Azkaban is my favourite. Then Goblet of Fire, Deathly Hallows Part 2, Deathly Hallows Part 1, Chamber of Secrets, then Philosopher's Stone. Or maybe you'll swap those two around. But the first two movies I don't really like. I don't know what it is about them. They're just not my favourite. See, in the game, everything except the characters, and obviously other blocks, look so realistic, and Ron is more interested in sweets than his own friend. Yeah, see? Show off Harry. And he wasn't paying attention, which could have cost him his life. Which would have made Voldemort's job so much easier. And it would have been a very, very short movie and book. Snape just looks like he's praying, really. Okay, one thing that confuses me about this bit. There's a picture of the Quidditch team, right there. But why has it got Harry in it, if that's Harry? Now that's got to be Harry, right? When did they have time to take that picture? And Harry hasn't even had his first match until now. So how does that make sense? I know it's just a game, but it just confuses me. Another thing to do with Quidditch that wasn't in the movie that was in the book, in Order of the Phoenix, when Umbridge banned Harry, Fred and George from playing Quidditch. It was because of a fight between those three and Draco. And they were kicked off the team. And there's another picture. And of course Harry is at the front, not because he's a seeker, not because he's new or smaller than the others, which he isn't in that picture, but because he is the chosen one. Or the boy who lived. And the whole chosen one thing. Like, I think Harry was getting a bit too full of himself there. Because he immediately thought that he's the chosen one, he has to kill Voldemort, you know, neither can live while the other survives, sort of thing. But I still think it was Draco, because Draco was chosen by Voldemort to kill Dumbledore. Like Draco says to Snape in the movie Half-Blood Prince,
I was chosen. This is my moment.
Which was a very sad moment, because Snape made the unbreakable vow to protect Draco, which he knew was really risky. And Draco was obviously scared, you know, if he failed, his family would be killed. And obviously Dumbledore knew, and obviously told Snape to kill him. Even though he was dying anyway because of his cursed hand. How did that student get there, and why was the student there? And where did they jump to? At this point I really wanted to get that Ravenclaw crest. Even though you have to get the others in free play, because there's like forbidden spells that you can't learn until later on, or you can buy in Diagon Alley. One thing I don't like about these games though is having to do this. It frustrates me. You know, when something goes wrong, the blocks, or whatever they are, they go a completely different way to where you want them to go. And one thing that annoys me is, why wasn't Rita Skeeter in the 5th movie? In the book, she's in the 4th and the 5th. The 4th, obviously, she's there and she interviews Harry. And the 5th book, she is in, was it the three broomsticks? I think they were in there. It was Luna, Rita, Hermione, and then Harry joins them after a very tragic date with Cho, where she basically cried again over Cedric, and the fact that Harry wanted to meet Hermione. With Rita's Animagus form, a beetle, is not shown in the movie, which is one of the things that annoys me. There is a video on YouTube saying that I think that she had a scene, but it wasn't really shown, or people might not have noticed it, but I think they should have put that in, because it's revealed in the book how she found out her information. You know, a beetle, she can get into places, small places, listen, and that's how she got her information. But it's not even shown in the movie. I think we're nearly at the point of setting Snape on fire. And we now have Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, but I think I'd need to get Hufflepuff and Slytherin in free play, which I don't know if I'll do for a video. What would actually happen though if Hermione never set Snape on fire, or in the game Hermione and Ron never went to save Harry? Like, he'll just fall off his broom and what? Get a broken leg? Because Harry just seems to escape death all the time. And there's another picture. What's one thing that you would want to see in the movie that was in the book, or even that wasn't in the book, that is sort of a fan theory or something like that, or something that you would want to take out of the movie? And why did they wait for me to come along to fix it when that student was there with their wand, when they could have done it anyway? And all of a sudden it's Christmas. So we've gone through September, Halloween, and now it's Christmas. And it's nice that they put Christmas hats on them. But if you go to Hermione there, she has no hair. Like, I feel like it would have been quite hard when designing this game, put hair when they've got the hat on, and it's Lego. But if you think about it, you can't actually tell between them unless you look at the top. See, Dumbledore still has his beard, but you don't put a Christmas hat over a beard, so that makes sense. Ron was so excited up until that moment. And Harry waited for Ron to open his before opening his own. Yeah, the flowers are right there, and I missed them the first time when I was getting the spider. And for this, it's Ron's job to distract Filch while Harry gets a key to open the door to follow Dumbledore. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, when they're in the tent and Harry and Ron start arguing, whose side would you be on, Harry or Ron? In a way, I understand where Harry is coming from, because, you know, he was given information from Dumbledore that he has to use to get these Horcruxes. But at the same time, you know, Ron obviously misses his family. Around that time, I think it was Christmas. And, you know, he just wants to know what they're actually doing, what's going on. So I would actually be on Ron's side, not because I hate Harry, just because I agree with Ron. But whose side would you be on? And where did Dumbledore go? Because he walked through that door and he just vanished. You know, he wouldn't just disappear after walking through a door. Unless he knew that Harry and Ron were behind him and he's hiding somewhere waiting for them. Isn't that the ghost that was waving at Harry? Ron sees Hermione and him on the Quidditch team as Quidditch captain. And Harry sees his parents. Dumbledore just casually says, "It's late," and they just leave. You know, if any other teacher had caught them, they would be in serious trouble. And didn't Dumbledore say that he saw himself getting socks in the mirror of Erised? When I think he sees his family, like his brother, his sister. I'm going to end it there. If you enjoyed and you want to see more, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and press the bell to be informed when I upload. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to go and check out my TikTok and Instagram accounts.